Welcome to POS, the podcast where we find pieces of shit and stories that you don't really care about or would never read because it's in the New York Post. Please follow us on YouTube at the POS Podcast YouTube channel. Over on the Patreon, you get exclusive content on there as well. We have two wonderful guests with us today. First of all, before you do all that, if you're sitting down and eating, your food probably tastes like shit. So make sure you get over to Silk City Hot Sauce. Go over there, use the promo code POS. It makes your food better. And remember, they won't sell it to pedophiles. Everybody else can buy it. If you're a pedophile, no sauce for you. That's not really their slogan, but I think that's okay. Bobby, take it away.
That's right. This is the first time a podcast has initiated a rule on the sponsor, not the other way around.
Yes.
But I'm super excited because joining us tonight, we have two very special guests. The first is a regular. You know him. You love him. He's the heartbeat of the Harrisburg Comedy Zone. It's Manny Santiago.
What's
Manny,
up?
I'm going to put you to work right away. Give me a beat, because boy, do we have a very special guest. Yeah,
you haven't done this to guests in a while.
Yeah, but no guest has been this excited to be on with somebody else. So Manny, jump through that hoop, baby.
Okay. Boom, boom.
Okay.
Is that good?
Lady, yeah, keep going. Keep it under me.
Oh, damn,
nice and low, not too high.
Okay, boom, boom. Boom,
Ladies
boom,
and gentlemen,
boom, boom,
get excited because
boom,
joining
boom,
us this evening is an adult
boom,
performer, a model, and a celebrity fashion designer. The one, the only, the lovely Miss Ebony Mystique.
Hey guys,
What is going on?
We appreciate you being on, and we appreciate Manny wearing pants. This is a great episode already. When Bobby said, "Give me a beat," I got worried.
Pat, you don't.
I had to catch it, but I got it.
Pat, also, you don't know that I'm wearing pants right now, dude. So
I'm believing. I'm believing that you do. I will go with that.
Okay, well,
It's funny. We were on Tuesdays. We record 2 episodes, so we just had one with 2 local comics to my area. I'm out of Connecticut, and so I had them on, and I was telling them that I saw them at a show earlier in the week that we were also going to be having Miss Mystique on the show as well. And one of the girls on the show goes, "Can I be on the one where there's not a prettier porn star than me, please?" And I'm like, "Yes, no problem." She's also like very funny, but like also slightly autistic, so it would be a weird combo. So we were happy. We were happy to get Manny, who's a fan.
Yeah,
I'm
admit, also slightly autistic, so
Not so slightly.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. You'll just repeat how much of a fan you are, and I'll just repeat how much I love you.
And that's the whole show.
I'm
Just
so
an
much
hour
of
and
a
a half.
fan. I'm so much of a fan. I love you so much. Oh my god.
Again, I'm not really gonna, like I said, I don't really want to ask any kind of porn questions. But the question I have of you is not really porn related. It is dealing in the public related. Now,
Yeah.
Manny knows who you are. A lot of men and women know who you are. But because of the job you do people, and I think it's more open now in 2022 than ever, do people flat out just say, "Hey, Ebony Mystique," or do they go, "I know you from your," like, got to be quiet about it still? Are they out loud, like, they know a TV star, they know you, why can't they just yell, "Oh my God, it's you"?
It's kind of mixed, you know. In the convention, kind of like where they're paying to be there,
Yes.
or that's exactly where this type of interaction is supposed to happen. A fan is supposed to walk up to their favorite star and talk to them. They get more intimidated than than on the street. In the airport, people are like totally more social. I'm like, how the hell do you even with the mask, people were like recognizing me. I'm like, okay, this is getting.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but they recognize you from something else besides your face a lot of the time.
I heard, your mask, girl, the body. I'm like, oh shoot.
You're wearing a mask, but
I would
Browsers
I would
gear,
definitely
all-
recognize you with the mask on.
I have it on right now. Look, I can't make this shit up. I
Oh
always
fuck
have.
yeah!
Oh shit, you do have one. I've never seen a real person wear those. I've just that is awesome. Wait, do they send you that stuff?
Yeah, so much.
yeah.
I mean, from socks to freaking. Oh, I even have a what do you call it? Car freshener. You can get an Ebony Mystique car freshener.
What does it
Hell
smell
yeah.
like?
I gotta place an order real quick, guys.
But I wondered if it smelled like my,
Yeah,
kitty.
I was thinking maybe, but like you would know if they took your scent, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's kind of creepy. Like, did you get it
Yes.
off the street? Like, that's kind of weird.
It should
It's
just
also-
smell like
it's-
strawberries or something. You want it to be like sweet. That's all.
Oh
That's
yeah, I'm always
It's-
sweet.
It's also pretty funny that a porn company gives you clothes. I think that's a pretty notable thing.
There you go.
Stuff we can't. Can't wear it to softball games. It's like maybe in your house to do laundry, maybe.
Right. Yeah.
Manny, you like to skateboard. The two people that get the most merch I've ever met are skateboarders and porn stars. They get like
That's
so
true.
much merch sent to them because they want to make sure it's, even if it's laying on the floor next to you in the shoot, they want it to be seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Makes sense. So sex sells, in other words.
Mhm.
yes.
And
I don't know if you-
skateboarding,
More than
apparently.
skateboarding.
I think you would know that more than anybody.
I would say. Okay.
As sex sell, I think it would. Now, do you do the OnlyFans thing?
I do. That's actually what allowed me to kind of transition into mainstream totally, exclusively, because I had a job and I was still a nurse.
But you built a following, right? I mean, that's what happened.
Yeah, it got really viral after my first scene where I was like, okay, I had enough money with the OnlyFans, and people kind of were recognizing the fact that I did the scene because it went super viral. So it was like my time out. And plus it was Corona or COVID. It was a bad, weird time. So it was my time out.
But you took advantage of the situation. That's, I mean, a lot of comics did that too. Guys like Andrew Schultz and stuff, they really became huge because they understood they had this time to like create. And anyone that was doing the OnlyFans, I'm on board for, because like you're smart to do that. If you can make money and you know dudes are gonna pay, they're gonna pay. Like you can say what they want, they're all good.
And let me just take it a step further. It doesn't always have to be like nude or hardcore, or it could be like ASMR or like just your feet. It's so many things.
Do you do the foot shit?
I'm serious. Fetishes are.
I know, but I don't understand why people want a foot.
They love it. They pay a lot of money for you to get your feet done in a certain color and rub it against whatever it's like really. But hey, we ain't.
All right, if you, I guess you can look at a foot. I can't. I think foot are like retarded hands. I don't understand that. But if you look at a foot and you think it's sexual, I don't think you like sex.
You know,
I think you're a moron, Pat. Yeah.
Yeah, Pat.
They invented pussy. It's so much better than a foot. Why would you want to see a foot? You just, the sex is fine. You don't need a hoof rubbing on your balls.
And some guys even want you to eat. Like they want you to like
eat with your feet.
Just have a meal.
Yeah, just like
that's talent.
Be sexy about it.
Man, did you just ask with her feet? I don't think she's eating with her feet.
Now he's reading my DMs.
Hey, wait a minute. Work out. We have to talk after the show, Manny.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna send a request for.
Manny, are you a subscriber to the OnlyFans?
Listen, Pat, don't put me on a spot.
No, I'm trying to get you a free link, yo. I'm trying to help you out if you don't have one yet.
Everybody here gets a free link.
Hell yeah, dude. That's all I needed. I can sign off right now, dude.
I got you.
Before you got into OnlyFans, were you doing fashion at the same time? Was that always there? Or did it start once you had the profile?
Way before OnlyFans. That was just me, and that's when I was a nurse. And actually, my nursing career was funding my fashion designs. And then the OnlyFans and the whole adult thing came after it all. Mm-hmm.
I just think it's really cool because you got to work through your fashion line with like 4 of my 5 favorite female rappers. And I think that's been pretty cool. Yeah, like you got to work with Cardi B, obviously members of Destiny's Child, which was pretty sick. Remy Ma, which maybe not a lot of people know, but she seems like one of the coolest people out there. Did they encourage you to take this next step? Because all of those are very much about female empowerment and you be you. Did they have any influence on you joining OnlyFans and going down that path?
I didn't speak with Cardi one-on-one about me kind of switching over to adult, but her hairstylist, Tokyo, who is now better known as Mia, who I'm very close with, I told her.
Nice.
And I was like, be doing this, and she was totally supportive. And then here's the gag. Cardi starts with this WAP and becomes like #1 talking about wet ass punanis, and then to creative director for Playboy. So it kind of all was like weirdly kind of 360 back around. And I just was with Tokyo or Mia the other day, and we were at a Playboy centerfold sign up for her. It's like, what the hell is going on? It's just all 360. Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, Manny, you're so into this that you just lied with a head nod. She's like, Tokyo, who now is known as Mia. And he goes, yeah, I know. Like, you don't fucking know the hairdresser's name change.
Totally hot.
You might know. He don't know that shit. Fuck you. By the way, Manny, for your question, I think it's awesome that for the first time ever, somebody left the medical field to go into the porn industry. Usually it's a stripper who's like, I'm paying for that, like my doctor's school, and that's not real. You did it the other. You did it. You actually were a nurse, not lying like most of them.
Yeah,
Well,
that's actually what I wanted to ask.
Yeah,
here's the gag about it, because we're coming up close to Halloween. And like, think about it. When you go to these Halloween parties, what are most of the girls? They're like fucking sexy, naughty nurses. So it's kind of weird because
passed out.
I could never get told I was beautiful by Dr. Dickey. It's totally like a sexual harassment thought probably for him. So it's not a good place to have tits and ass and short or tight scrubs. It's totally not cool.
No, not at all.
Do you ever have former patients like recognize you at like any conventions or anything? Like, oh, hey, you helped me with a foot injury a couple years ago. Oh, okay.
That would be fun, I think. Yeah.
Do you ever get too into the role plays? Like you come in as a nurse and you're like, no, Mr. Johnson, you're clearly showing signs of pre-diabetes. I cannot give you that Coke and a cookie. You've been a very bad boy.
I can. I've only done one scene since this whole adult thing took on, and it's so funny because it was for browsers, and it was like I wasn't even given the nursing shit. It was like the lines were like super basic, like CPR. Like I'm like, come on, let me talk my shit.
I can resuscitate him. Not today, God. Not today.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
You're using medical lingo, and some guy's like, "I'm just trying to jerk off, lady. Like, please."
They're the of it all. Maybe that's why they would totally best.
Ooh,
Bobby.
Dr. Smith, your LDL's too low. You need some of this dark meat.
Not your LDL.
Bobby, I'm
Everybody
usually
that wants
against this, Bobby. But for the first time ever, I'm gonna ask you because of the guests that play the Gattaca game.
Okay.
Let's
Manny,
do it.
this is a regular game we play. Manny, are you familiar?
I always hate it, but I would like to hear both your responses. Manny's in front of you and then yours as well.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Have either of you seen the movie Gattaca?
No, I've heard of it.
Okay, so
No one's ever seen it.
it's a great movie. The basic premise is science evolves to the point where when you have a kid, you can control every aspect of him through the DNA, like how tall he's going to be, complexion of the skin, eye color. They know from the time you're born, like how long you're going to live, all this stuff. And in the movie, a kid's born normal and pees with his left hand, even though he's right-handed, and eventually becomes an astronaut. And you don't think that peeing thing's important, but it's like the pinnacle of the movie.
He pees with his left hand.
He's supposed to be right-handed, but he holds his penis
He's supposed
with his
to pee
left
with
hand.
his penis, Bobby.
Oh,
Good
he has
point.
tricks.
I was thinking
Don't shake his hand, or you're in trouble. Boom. Anyway,
oh yes,
Hey.
this is where now we're rolling, Pat. Now we're rolling. Oh yeah.
Miss Mystique.
I'm a pun star. You're a porn star. There's a difference.
And I'm a pawn star because I'm going to sell all your shit after the show. Miss Mystique, we're going to bring you to all of Manny's shows and just watch him slowly blow up because he's just killing with you here, trying to impress. It's so awesome.
Bobby, get to the game.
I'm so
Manny,
sorry.
go Manny. You're gonna be like the best ever.
He already
Ever.
is.
You're already the best ever. We love you, Ebony. I don't know if I've told you that already.
But
I'm a black girl. I'm blushing. It's all good.
ooh,
Oh yeah.
good for you, Manny.
I'm gonna use that as a credit. I'm definitely gonna be brought up on stage next time as the dude who made Ebony Mystique blush.
I was gonna go. Wait, you're black, but like, no. Go ahead.
I am black.
Me too, Bobby. Finish your game.
Let's say science gets to that point. You're gonna have a son, each of you individually, not together. Sorry, Manny.
Damn it.
How big would you make his penis? And we'll start with you, Manny. And bear in mind,
You get to genetically make your child's penis. I don't
You
know why
have
Bobby's
to.
ever asked anyone
you
this.
have to.
You have to make his kid's penis. So, Manny, you go first with your answer. I think you've done this before, but it's weird.
bear in mind, like the bigger the dick, he's probably gonna have an easier life. Probably not try as hard at certain things to impress
See, I don't think
people.
that's true, Bobby.
Miss Mystique just nodded pretty fucking quickly, Pat. And
Well, she's dealing not with bigger the dick. She's dealing with like twin towers.
the
Like,
white
there's a
whales,
difference.
the white
All right,
whales.
right. All right, Manny, what you say?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd give him like an average size penis. I don't know. Like,
Hey, Manny,
like,
tell her what
like
you
father,
think an average size penis.
well, I would say like father, like son. You know what I mean? Average. 10-inch. You know
Yeah,
what
I was
mean?
waiting. I was
That's pretty
waiting.
average, right?
No, he's
That's
trying to
pretty
impress
average,
you.
This is getting interesting.
That's
like
dad. That's dad and son touching tips.
right?
Shame.
Pat, don't ruin this for me, dude.
I just made it hotter.
He's hung at birth. That's amazing.
You'd make
Well,
it 10 inches in girthy or 10 inches in like pencily.
10 inches in
Manny.
girthy, and he has to have it as a baby.
Yeah. Yep.
He can't grow into it.
Nope.
he won't be able to crawl or walk. Oh my god.
Or get a diaper on that shit. You can't wrap a diaper on a 10-inch cock.
He learns.
He's gotta wear a cup for that one.
He learns to
my-
walk with 3 legs.
You know that jumper thing they're in? He just keeps fucking racking his cock on it because he can't bounce up and down.
Poor baby. Oh my gosh.
But blessed babysitter. Like that's a new babysitter porn. Just like, wait, that's 1 year old, but wait, you should see his dick's 38.
That's,
like, honey, young girls keep applying. Like, I don't know.
There's a line out the door to babysit.
All these porn star looking girls. I don't know.
All right, so Ebony, you're building your son's dick. What are we making?
Oh my gosh. This is so weird.
That's what I said. It's very weird, but obviously he can grow into it, but you're making it so his genetics happen. So when he's older, this is what he's going through life with. If you could choose that for your son, what would you do?
I would say 16 inches.
Whoa.
Have you ever seen one that big?
Well, I seen one 15 inches, so that's why I said 16.
How do they move around?
that's the type of mom I want. My baby's gonna be 1 inch better than anything I've ever seen. That's the fucking American dream.
That's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking?
I love that answer. I thought the right answer was like a solid 5.5 to 6 inches, but with something to prove, a real chip on his shoulder. Kind of girthy.
That's not a chip on his shoulder. That's that other guy's 16-inch penis. It's hanging over his shoulder.
His name's Chip.
That's not
His
a chip.
name's Chip.
Yeah.
That's not a chip. That's a chunk.
And then like super religious about who he dates because he's super special. Like nobody has a date that size, so you can't just be giving it away to everybody.
You could do the opposite of like where some girls auction off their virginity. Like you could do that with him. Be like, this is the biggest dick on record, and it's never been.
But let's talk about that. Like, how are they still virgins when a lot of them are like anal queens? I'm super confused.
That's the old Catholic ideology. You say
Yes, that's the whole religious thing that you say the vagina is the only actual sex, which makes no sense. If you get a dick in your mouth, you're not a virgin. I'm sorry. If you've been penetrated, you're not a virgin.
In any way.
And let's be honest, Jesus was hanging out with Mary Magdalene. She was the original OnlyFans girl. Okay.
Hello. Let us know now.
Now,
Shoot, everybody gave her gifts. All the men thought they all wanted to take.
Judas betrayed Jesus over because he fell in love.
Look,
he got outside his bag.
And that's back before like regular bathing. So she still smelled, but she smelled the least. You know what I mean? Like she was still pulling it in gross.
You do not want her car freshener.
No.
Miss Mystique, may I ask you a question? I see you've expanded the business into studio production as well. Like you've created a space in LA. And I was wondering, as a producer for Compound Media, if perhaps you wanted to like hire somebody and reverse the stereotype that you see in typical movies of the adult nature.
Bobby,
where
you're just trying to get a job, dude.
Where where the boss or the owner of the company takes advantage of the lowly employee and is like, you're going to be fired unless if you do everything I say. I just spitballing here. If you wanted to make one of those situations as a possibility,
I shouldn't admit this, Bobby, but that's a regular theme.
Oh, I don't watch that much.
I've watched that one a bunch.
Sorry, hell, like I totally like. What do you want to do, Bobby? Like, we definitely fit you in. But it's so great with this studio. So yeah, I decided to open up my own production studio. Basically, just being a performer, and then during COVID, I was able to get some producer, director, IBMD, whatever those credits are, because I was able to tap in with my production. But I sometimes always felt like something at the locations I was renting was missing. Like it was like cool, but I don't know. I'm in the fashion world. So I decided to open up my own and get really creative. And it's a multi-set studio. And I recently decided to open up to adult. So before it was like no adult. That was pretty mean, right?
No,
I know.
I get that it's diversifying your interests. You know what I mean? Like you're going to focus on this year, but it does have to take some stress off your back knowing you're not renting the property. You own it. If you want to experiment and do a couple extra shots, you can.
Right.
Now at Compound, a couple extra shots means Jameson. So hopefully you have a similar mindset, you know?
Oh yeah, we can do some shots. I'm a tequila girl though. Jamerson will have me like getting white girl wasted. Like we're gonna Tijuana in no time. Like how the hell did we? I mean, if you're down for my wild shit, like Jamerson, let's do it. But let's just stay with you. I get pretty wild, but yeah. So the studio is amazing. It's doing pretty good, and yeah, it's open to adult and everyone.
But do you want to know what they're gonna do before you rent it out to them?
Yeah, I'm still a little. I'm not judgmental. It's just like my shit in there.
You don't want. I mean, listen. Everybody likes their own thing, but like someone's gonna do some kind of rough shit. You don't want to be. That's insurance on you. I would assume.
Exactly.
You gotta have the right shot. So afterwards, when the girl's crying, she goes, "I'm okay." You know that wave at the end.
That part.
Yeah, that part. Which I always think they record that first.
Yeah, they do.
See, I fucking do it. They record it first. She's not okay. She's dead.
I wish they would keep a lot of that shit in. Like, it's natural. Like, you fell off the bed, you hit your head on the fucking lamp. Like,
yeah, but nobody wants to watch porn bloopers.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I love porn bloopers, dude.
I would love it.
I hate you, Manny.
Fast forward to the shot, then go ahead.
I love porn bloopers. Fuck you.
Porn bloopers are hilarious, dude. They're funnier than regular bloopers. Because everyone's naked. It's so funny.
Yeah,
dude.
naked and just like weird. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
And laughing. They're laughing at each other. That's real.
I don't know. A blooper of like, I got cum in my eye and you're running around. It's just not my cup of tea.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and then if you like slip on the cum on the floor, oh my God.
It's the new banana peel. It's fun.
Yeah, exactly. That would be amazing. Yeah.
Bobby, what's your favorite porn blooper?
I've actually been putting in a custom request to some of the male only fan content creators. I was really hoping like they could be mid scene and like stop and be like, I'm sorry. And the girl could turn around and be like, what's wrong? And he could just be like, I'm Catholic. And the guilt, just give it a few minutes. It'll get hard again. So that way I could show it to my girlfriend and be like, see, it happens to the pros too.
You want a guy having erectile dysfunction in a porn?
Anxiety-based erectile dysfunction. I don't want it to be age or weight.
Unfortunately, even the professionals, because it's still a human body. Everybody has their days sometimes.
But I thought they took shit to make sure it didn't happen.
Some do.
Yeah.
Some don't.
Yeah.
You know.
That'd be crazy.
The guy part of it has to be hard. I'm glad I'm a girl.
Yes, it does. It does have to be hard.
That was the issue I was having.
Like it has to.
Boner.
It has to be hard. Yes, it must. But that's the hard part. Like, what if it's like a girl that you're totally not into, and it's like, ew, and they got to make it work.
Manny, go ahead. Well, you were just saying, I'm sure she doesn't have that problem. I think your mic cut out.
Well, no. I'm just taking in everything was Angel is saying right now.
No, but it's got to go both ways though, because like you could also not be into him, but you've now got to have this person doing shit to you. I know you. It's for both people. It's a business for you guys, so I understand that you can just now check out. Like, I can go into an audience and look at them and go, "Oh, they're all lame pieces of shit," but I'll still make them laugh. I hate them, whatever, you know. So, but I don't care about their feelings, so I can do it. Essentially, I can't do that. I gotta know somebody. I'm not a one night stand type person. I'm the kind of person I never even flirted with anybody. I meet someone, they message me on Facebook, and then I live with them for 2 years. I don't know how that fucking happens, but it fucking happens all the goddamn time. But like, yeah, I couldn't do that. But I know a lot of guys who can't do it that way. They can't be in love. Like the second they're in love, they can't have sex. They gotta they're like hit it and quit it. That's the porn star type mentality. So I think that's where they gravitate to. The person that has attachment issues is better in that kind of job.
I would say, however, a lot of people feel like they can do adult, but I'm talking mainstream. Not
they
like,
think they can, but listen. If a guy got sent into a room with you to do it, he might fall for you. It's natural with sex to just do that, and then you have to explain, or vice versa. The woman could too. Hey, this is the job, and now you make it weird. And it's not like a regular job where like, oh, we both got the same cup of coffee at the same time and I think she likes me. We just fucked and I think she likes me. You know what I mean? Like that's a weirder mentality at the office, you know?
Yeah, and then there's like 12 people looking at you.
Yeah, you forget there's like a crew.
There's a whole crew. I mean, so if you can forget about them.
Yeah, that's gotta be weird to be like backup camera guy for fucking, or like you're just like, good at undercarriage.
You're the boom mic. You're holding the boom mic.
Exactly. They're all in the fucking way most of the time. Like, move.
Bobby, you got any more questions like that before we get to the other stuff?
Well, you brought up the thing about the wave at the end, like I'm okay. And the adult film industry was like ahead of a lot of things in the pandemic because they were already doing contact screening. They were already know how to sanitize places and ensure people weren't cross-contaminating and things like that. And I think that's how they should handle every day of work too. You should go in with your manager and team and like everybody at the beginning be like, hey, we're all friends. And then at the end you could show up and be like, I'm going to kill Zach if he doesn't stop micromanaging me. Like let people who work at your store really know what's going on.
What's going on? Yeah, I like that too.
All right, I'm going to get into our first story. Like I said before, I'll read the story, then I'll kick it to each one of you guys. Tell me what you think of the story. This is from the New York Post. It's from Emily Lefroy again, Bobby. So it's another person. A lot of the New York Post, I don't know if you know this, my biggest battle with the New York Post is that it's not news. They watch TikTok, they watch YouTube, and then they write an article. So it's very strange. They're not even reporting anymore. This one's kind of news. FDA warns against potentially deadly Nyquil chicken challenge. Have you guys heard of this Nyquil chicken challenge?
Yeah.
So people are pouring Nyquil on chicken and then cooking it. Bobby's dancing.
It's horrible, dude.
Well, Bobby, you need to listen then because, as by the way, they always start with a pun, which I hate. It's a recipe for disaster.
Nice.
And possibly the hospital. The FDA is warning against the social media challenge, which involves people coating their chicken in NyQuil. They're saying, hey, this is not good at all. Do not coat your chicken in NyQuil. If anything, when you're cooking it, it actually makes it congeal more, can make it more concentrated and really hurt you. People are doing it because they think that it's going to make them like pass out or get a little high, combining with the food in there. But people are doing it all the time, and they've had to stop people. And the FDA has had to put out several warnings through TikToks and other things to say it's very dangerous, but also could really hurt your digestive tract because you're not supposed to. Yes, you can take NyQuil when you're sick, but you're not supposed to congest a whole bunch of it or have it put in your food and chew it and have it go through there. Boiling a medication can make it much more concentrated and change its properties in other ways. And if it enters your body in a certain way, the drug can have a different effect, not to make you feel healthier or high, but can really just mess with your body and cause different problems. And then people are reacting going, so what? I just get high. It's my life. People are arguing against it where the FDA has to come back out and say it can also hurt your lungs. Simply put, someone could take a dangerously high amount of cough and cold medication without even realizing it. Who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it the people that are like, hey, I saw this thing on TikTok. I would like to take cough syrup and pour it on my chicken. It takes a special kind of retarded to think that this is okay. Listen, there's every chef in the world. There's all these places. There's every video you can watch making food. No one's missing medicine with food. Yeah, if you want to put some weed in your fucking brownies, I got you. But NyQuil with your chicken, chicken is delicious. You don't need to fuck with it. Like I said, the same guy who's putting NyQuil on chicken is fucking a foot because he doesn't understand that chicken and pussy are both amazing.
He's the guy for sure.
Yeah, you don't need to fuck with it. Is it NyQuil? Because they're not saying another name brand, and NyQuil has not come out and said, stop saying our name. It can be other medicines too. So I'm guessing NyQuil is like, no publicity is bad publicity. You can keep saying NyQuil because I would have fucking ceased and desisted this. Hey, stop writing my name in this. There's other medicines too. It could be CVS brand. It don't matter. Why are you letting us say that? Because they want their name out there in some way. The same way Tide Pod was doing that shit where no one they didn't shut that down. They let you say Tide Pod. Is it TikTok for not shutting down these videos? This is dangerous. I get it. You want everyone to be open, but you're letting people go on your videos and pour medicine on shit and say you should do this challenge. It's one thing for an idiot to put a video up, but now you're telling people to do a challenge. It's kids. It's on there. They're being influenced. They want to do it because their friends are doing it. They're probably being bullied into doing it. Eat the chicken, asshole. You'll be fine. And they get sick. Or is it the New York Post? Because once again, this is not news. Okay, it's dumb, but it's not news. Miss Mystique, you go first. Who's the piece of shit in this story? You can choose anyone I said or anybody else.
Can it be like a combination?
Yes, it can.
Definitely.
Great.
Just like chicken and NyQuil, it can be a combination.
Honestly, I feel like it's definitely TikTok's fault for allowing this to, like, after the first video, they're supposed to be censoring shit. I know they censor porn people, adult stars, sex workers, strippers, this and that. So many big people with huge followings, lots of engagement. They will delete their account for whatever reason. I don't know, me being one of them. And I didn't do shit. I was totally pissed off that my account, I think it was the comments. I didn't filter them. So you have my Indian fans. They're always talking about, I want to fuck you, pussy. They like say the word. So they totally make us targets, but whatever. So I think they didn't censor those videos. And the fact that they censor us, because they're saying that the content we're putting out is totally not community safe for kids or whatever. That's totally unsafe. So I totally think they're the piece of shit, the first piece of caca in this problem with NyQuil and chicken, because what the fuck is going on?
Yes, that is crazy.
Secondly, I think it's definitely those like New York Post people, because now if you didn't know about NyQuil and chicken and you live in fucking the East Coast, and you read the New York Post, now you do. You're exposing this mess to everybody. Yeah, so they're keeping it going. So I think they're both a piece of shit.
Bobby, go ahead.
I just have a quick question, Miss Mystique. Do you think your Indian fans are doing it on purpose? Like getting you kicked off of these platforms so that when you call customer service, they get to talk to you on the phone?
Hello, is it you? You know what? That's a good... I never thought about that, because they're like on it, and it's like they love to just talk that stuff, and they know better than that.
Well, I believe if the comment you said was real, then that was a fake Indian, because real Indians have broken English when they do it. They go, beautiful lady, fire flame
Send
emojis.
Bobs.
Yeah, but they know how to spell pussy really well.
Yes. And they also know the wet emoji. They know that shit
exactly.
real good. They're putting out fires, and they have fires there too. So Manny, who's a piece of shit?
I mean, I completely agree with everything she just said. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I think the craziest thing about this story is finding out that the FDA has a fucking TikTok. It's a pretty wild thing to find out. But no, I think the piece of shit would probably be NyQuil for making their shit so delicious and making it go so good with chicken. You know what I mean?
I never liked the taste of NyQuil. I never got into drinking cough syrup to get high, though. That was never me.
It's the best, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
From a nursing perspective.
This is
like literally all that stuff that you're hearing that it could do to your body is true. And it's not even the fact that even not the consumption, the vapors when you're freaking boiling that stuff is super, super toxic. You're not supposed to be sniffing the vapors from NyQuil. Like, what the hell are you doing?
I mean, I am kind of curious on how it tastes, though. Just to
see, you're the problem. You're the problem.
We're suing the New York Post.
Yeah, honestly, I think it is the New York Post. I think they're the biggest piece of shit here, because I didn't even know about this until you brought it up.
By the way, this is definitely a single man's or single woman's experiment, because if you're married and your wife walks in going, what the fuck are you cooking?
You're going to
you see the NyQuil and some sea salt, and you're like, what the fuck are you making right now? It's like dinner. It's like, no, you have to cook that shit alone, because that smell must be insane.
Yeah, I'm calling 911 for suicidal attempt. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Look, honey.
How much are they using? Are they using a whole bottle of NyQuil for this, or is it?
I don't know. I think it depends on how much chicken you're making.
Dude, the I've seen people are literally dry. It's the green. Like, whoa! Looks like the whole bottle.
Now, would it be better? Would it be better? Do you think, as a former nurse, do you think it would be better to use Dayquil?
No, because that has fucking amphetamines, like amphetamines in it to like keep you awake. And no, then you're off. Just don't do it. Like, just use like salt, butter, a little bit of pepper, maybe a little paprika. Keep it normal here, guys.
In the video I saw that the post showed, they were doing it in a pan. Now, I don't know how to. I like to cook, but I would think if you were going to get the most flavor out of your chicken, crock pot.
Boil
like
it.
I would know, but I would slow. I'd fill it halfway with Nyquil, and then maybe some like celery and carrots and things. And
Oh my
chicken, and then let it really. If you're gonna do it, go hard or go home. You know what I mean? You're already doing drug chicken. Fucking frying is gonna fuck your pan up. There's a lot of dishes to do. You could just throw out the crock pot later if you need to. You know what I mean? You're probably making meth in your bathtub anyway. Just put chicken in the bathtub, fill it with NyQuil, and then bathe while you die in there. Bobby,
let's not do it.
I think if people got my sarcasm a little, Pat's got some good ideas.
He's joking, guys. Jeez.
Bobby, who's a piece of shit?
It's the FDA. Or as I say,
for having a
fuck
TikTok.
Fuck them. Do it anyway. Oh, is sleepy chicken bad for me? No shit. You know what the FDA also recommends against? Robo-tripping, which is the whole point of this. Now, Manny and Miss
what's
Mystique,
robo-tripping?
it's when you take enough cough syrup that you trip out.
Oh, because Robitussin?
Robitussin, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't do goofy medicine.
RoboCop.
Yes.
Damn.
I don't do goofy medicine drugs. I don't know.
Now, Manny and Miss Mystique, I gotta come clean with you guys. I know what the non-white members of the community say about our cooking and our chicken in particular, and it's that we don't season it. So now, all of a sudden, we finally come up with a way to season chicken that everybody can get behind, and the FDA's got to come in and shut it down again.
Now, if that was potato salad, Bobby, I'd get it. But like, okay, it's chicken. It's like
Do another video of normalcy here. See, I think that
I want to know what else is on the FDA's TikTok. That really like threw me for a loop. I can't imagine what other helpful advice the FDA is posting on their fucking TikTok. And if they're doing like dances while they do it too.
To be fair, I think they were just reacting to the comments. I don't know if they have an actual like videos up, but you can go check it out.
I'm going to.
What's
I
that?
would guess FDA, if you look it up, though, it's going to be like, full dick association or something. It's something you don't want to see.
Oh yeah.
So be careful.
The full dick association.
It's the one that Ebony Mystique made for her son in the fake game.
He's the president.
16 inches. The piece of shit in that story is not the FDA. The piece of shit in that story is not NyQuil. The piece of shit in the story is not the New York Post. The piece of shit in that story is the first guy to do it and then tell people. If I get it, you're a crazy crackhead, you're doing shit. But most people, okay, when you see real drug addicts, no one ever walks up and goes, "Hello, I'm on heroin." Like they just do heroin and they run around in the streets weird with a coat on and they do their own thing. They don't tell people.
Or
but a guy one day was tired but hungry, and he was like, "I got nothing in the cabinets," and he poured NyQuil on chicken because he probably wanted to kill himself or something, and then he made it, and then he went, "That's not that bad." After he woke up 3 days later bleeding from his asshole, he's like, "That's not that bad," and then he goes, "I gotta tell everyone, but they'll make fun of me unless I make it a challenge." So I'm guessing anyone who put it out there and made the hashtag NyQuil chicken and then put it out there, that's the piece of shit because someone did it first.
Yeah, well, it's not supposed to be easy. It's a challenge, okay? Of course the FDA is going to say no. If it was easy, anyone could do it, right?
Yeah, the challenge is if you survive, you win.
Yeah. I'm doing one called the fentanyl challenge. It's where I take drugs on the street and hope there's no fentanyl.
And you always lose on that one.
Yeah, I'm 0-6.
Yeah, how the fuck do people get fentanyl? You know what? I don't even want to know. Like,
don't ask. Bobby will tell you how right now.
I can tell you. I mean, I'm just kidding.
It's under lock and fucking key in the hospital. Are you kidding me?
So you're going to need something called a Tor browser, and then we're going to go to... No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, what's fentanyl really for? I don't even know what fentanyl is. What's fentanyl for real?
It's an opioid.
It's like literally if your body is going to have a heart attack for pain and they need to stop the response immediately, they give you like a little dose of it. Like,
and people are doing that in cocaine?
Well, not intentionally for the most part.
Yeah, it's cut with it because it looks the same.
Oh,
and
I thought people were mixing it on purpose.
No,
I don't know. I don't do drugs. I'm sorry.
That's by just using these pills. I don't know. And they, like they said, they cut it with it and then they turn up dead. It's really sad and crazy.
On our new episode called Breaking Worse, like we teach you how to do the right drugs. Well, Pat goes, I don't know what drugs are. Like, sorry, I just did weed. That was it. I don't know anything else. But and you can tell I don't do it often. I said doing weed. Like that's not even a thing people say. But so I don't know. I couldn't imagine. I'm happy I wasn't a kid when the internet came out. I'm old enough now where I've been half my life without the internet, half my life with the internet. And I'm happy we have it. I'm happy we have technology, phones. I'm not that old man who's like, oh my God, I don't understand it. But I am happy there's not challenges for me as an impressionable kid who wanted attention all the time, because I would have done all these just for my friends, so people to like me. Because like, you don't go on stage as a comic without wanting attention. You don't do podcasts without wanting attention. I would definitely be going, hey mom, can I get some money? I got to go to Walgreens because I got to get some cough medicine. And by the way, can you not come into the kitchen for an hour? I'm trying to be cool.
Can you not?
Yes.
No, really.
We were poor though. She'd be like, you are not using our chicken. That's the only feel. The fact that they all got extra chicken kicking around pisses me the fuck off anyway. Like, that's your dinner.
Yeah.
But without the internet, how would we get? Without the internet, how would we get Rack Focus 2?
Oh wow, that movie. Is that
a movie you're in, or like? Bobby's trying to outdo. Wait, so were you in the first one?
Come on, Pat. You don't know the 2022 best AVN for Curve Appeal movie?
He's looking at a fucking thing right now. Look at him.
I'm looking at you, Manny.
Look at those eyes darting.
Yeah,
he doesn't know you like I do.
That movie was cool. That was a Jules Jordan film, and Sybil Stallone and Gabby Carter. I forgot the other girl name. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm familiar with one of their works. I knew one of them.
Yeah.
Jules Jordan.
Gabby Carter.
She won a gold medal in gymnastics, right?
Yes. Dummy.
Oh, no, not that one.
No, it's not that one. But this one's also flexible.
So
were you in the first one or just the sequel?
It was a series. So it was
I'm kidding. It's not like a regular movie. It's not Indiana Jones and the Temple of Fuck.
I want to keep going and do it again and again. We'll see.
What was the theme of the movie?
The theme.
It's called Rack what? Rack 2?
Putting the D in the V.
That's a good theme.
Nice.
That's a good theme.
The D
Bobby, did you watch it?
No.
He's watching it right now.
Don't you dare watch a movie while we're doing this.
You'll know if I'm watching a movie while we do this. I'll get real quiet.
It's a great movie.
Manny has the transcript.
Yeah. I bought it off a dude on eBay.
That and some NyQuil for $15. It was a nice deal.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Okay, Bobby, our next story, another New York Post, of course. Asia Grace, who we've done before too. Men pay me to rate their penises, tell them if they're big enough. She's helping men beat their penis anxieties one click at a time. Get it? Beat their penis? All right, we got it. Fuck, I hate these people. I hate you. Las Vegas vixen Valentina Bellucci is turning a handsome profit by turning men's frowns upside down about the lengths and sizes of their genitals. And the busty bombshell reassures her clients that penises are like breasts. Their beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm sure she's not this poetic when she's doing. Basically, men pay me to look at a picture of their dick and tell me if it looks good and mainly if it's big enough. That's, I think, how she says it more. The Italian-born brunette who produces and performs in erotica is regularly inundated with saucy dick ratings requests from guys on Skype and OnlyFans seeking honest crotch critiques. Which, by the way, crotch critique sounds like a show my mom would watch on Pinterest. But like,
where do they get this verbiage? But it's true.
That's some really good alliteration.
This is somebody who has a journalist degree and now covers TikTok pictures. So it's like they're tying it in. It's sad. Unfortunately, a lot of men think the size is the only thing that matters, and a hot girl wouldn't want to have sex with them if their dick is too small. In the U.S., the average size of a penis is 5.17 inches. Per a recent study on manhood. Now, I don't know where they went, but I've had census people come to my door and they didn't measure my dick. Like I would have helped that old lady out, but fine. Overall, researchers found that American men rank as having the 59th biggest penises in the world. Which, by the way, when it's 59th, you don't say biggest.
Yeah.
It's like, that's nice of them.
What country has the biggest, does it say?
56 of them are from Africa. And no, I'm kidding. It's not. It's not in here at all. No, it's not in there.
According to this study,
here we go.
Russia, because it was done in Russia.
Ready, Manny? Ecuadorian men earn top billing with a wow-worthy weenies, oh Jesus Christ, reaching up to 6.95 inches.
Jesus, dude.
Cambodians, however, came up short, waka waka, securing last place at a mere 3.95 inches when fully erect.
How cute.
Wow.
Imagine that Cambodian. Oh, look at your little penis.
Look at that little thing.
Oh, look at your little
Jesus
Cambodian guy. That'd be like great if you're Korean. Someone's like, "Are you Cambodian?" Like, no, look at my dick. It's 4.5. I'm obviously not Cambodian. I always tell men that dick size is just like boob size. If you ask around, most guys will tell you they like average C-cup size breasts or maybe something slightly bigger. The seductress adds that size preference is subjective. They go into the whole thing.
Hang on one second.
Oh,
that's basically like saying if penis size is like breast size, if you ask women about it, they're also going to lie to make you feel better.
Mm-hmm. I would say you know.
Yeah. I think. Okay, so who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it men for sending pictures of their dick to women ever since phones have been allowed to do that? I started off with somebody, but I don't understand. Steve Jobs died. So some guy can take pictures of his balls and send it to strangers he doesn't know in hopes that they'll be like, can we hang out? It's the most archaic fucking thing in the world. I know I sound stupid. I'm very vanilla in my life on that way. I will never take a picture of my penis and send it to somebody. I don't want pictures of women sent to me. If I'm going to meet a girl, I want to see it up close first in person. Then, okay, if we're dating for a while and I'm traveling somewhere for shows and she wants to send me that so I can think about her while I'm gone, that's different. But to send someone a dick picture is one thing. This woman, I don't think she's the piece of shit, but we'll put her up as that anyway, because to me, she's taking advantage of this stupid situation. Men are sending pictures of her dick to her all the time. So instead of saying, oh, nice, like the Indian men, oh, fire emojis, at least this time she's going, I'm going to rate it and let you know what's going on. Is it her? Is it whoever covered that census that went to fucking over 70 countries, measured all their penises, and then made a pie chart or some shit? Or is it Cambodia? What the fuck? 3.95? You're already a weird country. Dude, that's what you gotta work on. You gotta get your people together. You gotta find a way to take some pills, do something, make it over 4. You know what I mean? If you're 3.95, just say 4. Round up. When someone says they're 5'11", say you're 6 feet. When you're 3.95, 4 is not impressive, but it's better than 3.95. Who's the piece of shit in this story? Miss Mystique, you go first.
I feel like maybe the girl, because who said that she was the one to judge anybody anyway?
All these men sending their dicks. Do men send you their dicks?
They do, but I don't judge them all.
Yeah. They pay you to send them, right?
Right. I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Wait, they pay you to send you their dick?
Well, they pay me to rate their dick.
What the fuck? That's real. They pay. How much do you pay to have someone say your dick is okay?
Like $9.99.
Enough, Pat. Enough. You pay enough, okay?
Like $9.99 usually.
Why do you both know? You leave your homes, guys. Like, what the fuck?
It depends. So I just feel like whoever started the fact that it was okay to be judging these guys, and then it just probably went viral. New York Post put it in their newspaper that girls are doing dick ratings, and here we are.
Once again, not news. Like, it's not news. Like, there's wars going on. There's terrible things happening. We're being changed as a nation to fight each other. And they're like, hey, this lady rates penises. Like, a lot of people rate penises. Even women for no money. There's women right now that you just saw at Target that every day get 7 dick pics sent to them. And they look at them. They hate them all. But they go, well, that one's better than that one. Toby's better than Phil. You know what I mean? When it comes to this shit. But it's like, I can't say it's her with that rationale, because they're paying. Once I realized they're paying to do it, now it's a service. If they were just sending it to her and then she came back going 4 out of 10 stars, like, I mean, then you're an asshole. But if they're paying for a dick rating, they're obviously hoping she will say it's the greatest penis of all time in space, but she's not going to say that. So it's a weird ego thing the guy is doing, Because what's he doing with this information? Is he now telling? You can't go tell your girlfriend. Guess what, Mom? Well, Miss Bellucci thinks of my dick. Like, you sent your dick and money. I had to buy dinner.
Yeah.
You didn't have money for dinner, and you paid for a dick fucking photo. It's like, yeah.
Well, if you look like that, I'd buy you dinner.
Damage
You're
control.
an asshole, you know.
Yeah, well, hopefully somebody's watching.
All right, so Bobby,
take a few fucking pointers.
So Bobby, you tell. Well, who's a piece of shit, Bobby?
It's the guys who send dick pics. Because if you need that comfort from her to tell you that your dick's big enough, like, you're basically saying that's all you're bringing to the table. Now, I'd be lying if I said I haven't fired off a few dick pics. That's what.
Have you really?
Do. Yeah, of course. But if I send a dick pic, it's going to contain my character within it. You're going to get Lonzo balls, so it's going to be my dick wearing a number 2 North Carolina jersey. You're going to get Edward pubic hair hands. Okay.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. You're gonna get a Cocker Spaniel. I'll send you a pic right now if you think I'm lying.
You will not. You will not. This podcast will end forever.
Oh my God.
I will find you and I will kill you.
Yeah. Because I know what I'm bringing to the table. This.
You have
okay?
outfits for your penis.
No,
so
you
let's get to
draw
that.
on it
You
in
don't?
Snapchat.
You draw. You draw on it.
Yeah, you
Like,
take
Manny,
a picture
shut up.
in Snapchat and then you draw the jersey on, or
You draw on your penis.
Well, you don't actually draw on
it's
it.
on the screen. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a
Don't
marker
talk
too.
to me like this is normal. Fuck the
It
two of you.
is normal,
Don't
Pat.
be like,
It's
Pat,
2022,
obviously, we have a filter for our penises on our phones. What the fuck is this world?
You've never sent somebody
What's
Alpa
that
Dick
like?
nose? Where it's just
No,
your penis
no
is
Alpa
Al Pacino's
Dick
nose? Come on.
No, that's not even a good pun.
You come up with something better on the spot.
I will. But, Manny, who's the piece of shit? I'm mad at both of you.
I don't know who the piece of shit is. I do know that I want to move to Cambodia because my average American penis there, I'd be a fucking god.
Killing it, yeah.
No, I think the real piece of shit. I don't know. I think I would have to actually agree with Bobby and say it's the guys that are sending the dick pics because it just seems like a weird like I need like they're sending it. They're not sending it just to get rated. They're sending it to be like, hey, what's up, girl? You trying to, you know what I mean? See what else this thing can do or whatever? You trying to take Lonzo Ball out for a stroll?
He's a shooter, babe. Watch out.
Yeah, none of these guys are actually taking this like seriously as like a, my dick was rated by this girl. And also, what credentials does she have other than she's a, vixen? Is that what they called her?
Yeah, but I think she's a porn star. Valentina Bellucci, it sounds familiar. They all have that fake ass Italian.
John's daughter.
But yeah, I don't think she has.
What's her credentials? Fuck you. What's
She
her
takes-
credentials?
She takes a penis like this and makes it spit out.
Nobody has. Yeah, how does she measure?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what is she, like, what scale is she using? You know what I mean? Like, what's she comparing?
Can I do it? Can I do it?
Yeah.
The Dichter scale.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, Dichter. That's better than Al Pacino cock, whatever you said.
Alpa Dick nose.
All right. The piece of shit in this story, you guys have all missed it. Asia Grace, the woman who wrote this, okay? It's about penises, but she wouldn't stop trying to be a journalist during it. Did you hear all the alliteration she put in? Yeah, the puns were fun, but I don't need fun in my... every guy is reading this for one thing. When I got to the part of the country rankings and knowing we're number 59, Americans always yell we're number 1, but we are not. We are barely in the top 60 of penis. You know,
we're number 1 in Cambodia, baby. We're number 1 in Cambodia. That's
but
all
you know who read this? This article is in 2 places. It's in New York Post and in every bar in Ecuador. Because holy shit, who thought Ecuador? I know South American men are attractive, but I did not think Ecuadorian cock was the biggest cock. I would have guessed it was some very small village somewhere in Africa where like Sally Struthers is bringing relief bag rice and they're walking out with a dick dragging on the ground. I didn't think it would be anything like Ecuadorian. That's fucking crazy. They're not always smooth and creepy, but they got big old dicks. That's fucking nuts.
I never knew.
Right? And the average size for them was just under 7. So thank goodness that Gattaca is not real, because 16-inch penis boy would be just dominating like Godzilla in a Japanese village. Like, that's way too much.
No,
That's too much.
it's never too much.
Now, I want to know more about Asia Grace, because that sounds like a fake porn name. And she's the one that wrote this.
That is a good one.
And I would love to find out that she is like a feminist lesbian who's never seen a penis.
I think it's funny, like, that you brought up that she was the piece of shit, but like, she's just a lady who had to write a story about dicks. Of course she's gonna throw in all these jokes. Like, why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't she take that opportunity to throw in as much fucking small, big pun
because
jokes?
You're a journalist and you work for a paper. People, I know it's.
But you're writing about penises, dude.
Because she,
Mom, you better
just choosing to.
You better clear a spot off on the mantle, because I've got a new article coming in.
Yeah.
Like, listen, what's his name? Jonah Jameson, whatever, is not running in and going, "We need more penis articles." Stat.
I need more cock pics, Parker.
Writing has become so much clickbait. They literally have gone away from writing real articles to literally have that say that, because men are going to read what's the size of the penis, and women are going to laugh because they get penis pics, and then gay men are going to laugh going, "We're right. Everyone should be gay." It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And we've seen really dumb articles. This is one of the dumbest ones, because there was. Sometimes we've watched articles where it's based on TikTok. Like we did one time, Bob, remember, where that woman's like, my boyfriend is short, but the sex is still good. Yeah, and that was a real article about short kings.
I got an update on that. Bad news. He survived his cancer. So she is still not available.
You're an asshole.
Some of us short kings were hoping.
But like, okay, I still kind of get that, whatever, because a short king is a thing or something like that. But the simple fact that this is what someone's really going to write about and write an article, like just going on. This had actual statistics. Somebody went out and
that's just good journalism, dude.
No, but she didn't do the research, because there's not pictures of pie graphs or charts or anything. It's just pictures of Monica. What's her name? Bellucci's tits, whatever her name is. Monica Bellucci. Monica Bellucci. I almost went there. That's what she's trying to be, but more Italian. It's always the fake porn name, kind of that way.
That's
who the piece of shit is.
That's actually my porn character when I do my Clinton impersonation. Monica Bloomy.
Do you put a stained dress on your penis and send it to people?
And then I go to this island. It's a whole thing. If you ask me about it, I have to kill you.
I can't believe I'm going to ask this question, but
please don't.
How does that work on Snapchat? You can draw. I'm not on Snapchat. I'm not a child.
It's like, you remember Microsoft Paint as a kid, where you so.
Oh yes, I do. Yeah,
so you could take a picture and then you just use like a paintbrush tool.
Yeah, you can also do that on any phone.
But Snapchat, isn't that the thing you do it on your dick and then it's just out there? Your dick's just.
No. You save the image and then you send it to somebody, and then
I do Instagram and Facebook. I don't do anything else. So my dick's
but you should know, using Instagram, that you can draw on the picture, like even through Instagram.
In a story, you can do stuff, but I wouldn't put my dick in a story.
Right. Well, we're not telling you. We're just saying, like, that's the same.
You guys are doing this and then doing something with it.
You could say save a copy to phone, and then you could.
But why can't you just do that on your phone? Like, your phone has editing.
Yeah, you can do it wherever, dude.
I wouldn't do it on an app. That would still be scarier. I would think, like, what if I sent it by mistake?
I did that once.
By mistake or by mistake?
Oh. Fuck you. You got something on your mind, boy. It's like
yeah.
I don't know. I would never pay to have a judge. I wouldn't want a woman to send me pictures of her and judge her. I would never want to rate a woman's body to her. I want to do that in the privacy of my own home, saying she's gross.
Yeah,
I don't want to say it to her.
That's
for money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying women don't need that from men. Men need that sort of like.
Oh, you're fucking wrong. I don't know what women you're with, but any woman I've ever been with always wants to constantly be reminded that they're attractive or everything looks okay or everything looks good. You want that confirmation, especially from a guy you're with for a while, because they want to make sure you're not getting bored of it. They want to make sure they're getting attention still. They still turn you on. They want that all the time, but they do it in conversation. Like when a woman sends you here's the difference. When a woman sends you a tit pic or a naked pic, she's not doing a photo shoot that day. That's in her phone from 3 years ago, and that was the best picture she ever had. She's got it ready to go. And I'm fine with that. I don't think they have to do a photo shoot. But dudes are fucking on the spot run into a bathroom doing dick photo shoots with 8 angles and shit like that.
No.
Wait, you guys got dicks on your phone?
No.
You guys have dicks on your phone right now.
You kind of just said that. I mean,
you have dicks on your phone right now.
Of course, they're mine, but
I offered to send you one. Yeah.
You will not send me one. Stop saying that.
I've offered to.
All the phones are open.
Fine. I will rate both of yours. Let you know.
It more
Let's do it.
No, let's not do it.
But no,
we're
like
live right now.
I get what you're saying, Pat. Like women definitely put more effort in, which is why every third date I take the naked picture they sent me and a Sharpie, and then I make them get down into a bra and panty. I draw circles of what's changed from the picture to real life.
I know.
And then I could just be like,
That's
here's
psycho.
Here's a
That's
couple things to work
Bobby.
on. That's all. You know, just if you want to meet my standards, that's all.
Bobby John Madden's their bellies. He's like, oh, you move over here, you X out of here, you go over there.
I have a whole
What
color
the
system: yellow for cellulite, green for stretch mark. You know, the whole thing.
Jesus, Bobby. That's
You're no
psychotic,
tree. How can you do that?
He's picky.
How is he picky? He's just happy they're breathing.
Yeah,
That's why.
I'm like, you're not a man, right? All right. Cool.
Stretched out, or what was the other?
Now I get why you get catfish. But like, they won't meet you in person after they hear about the charts. I couldn't do that. I couldn't send my penis to someone and wait for the results. I can barely wait for my doctor's results. Like, I can't wait 30 minutes for pizza. I couldn't be sitting there like, come on. But I hope that she loves it. I hope she thinks it's prettiest in show. I get a ribbon like it's a state fair. It's my dick. It's like,
sometimes you have to do it for good, though. Like we had a buddy in
everything
high
I
school.
do with my dick is for good.
Fair enough. We had a buddy in high school who like sent a bulge shot. Like it wasn't a full dick pic, but he was like in underwear to one of our buddy's sister. No, bulge, B-U-L-G-E.
Oh, ball. I think I said
Like
balls.
you could see the outline in some gym shorts to one of our other buddies.
Because just balls looks like stepped on gum. You don't want to send
You're
that.
missing the big part here, though. He sent it to one of our other buddies' sisters, and like we tried to explain to him that you really shouldn't do that, and he was like, "Why? No?" And we were like, "It's unprovoked, man. That's not right." And he just didn't get it. So to teach him the lesson for a month, he got a Snapchat from all of us. You've never done anything like that? No, that was our penis. Being like, "Oh, you like unprovoked dick pics? Here's a surprise."
That was your lesson? That you're all gay?
No, it was
Yeah, no, their lesson was now you have to see our penis.
Yeah, that's not what's the lesson.
how do you like it when somebody sends you an unsolicited dick pic?
It would have been funny if he sent you a rating back, like if he sent you guys ratings back for all your dicks.
Yeah, but Bobby, he also didn't do that. He sent you, yes, it's tasteless and it was unprovoked. And then, I mean, people did it all the time, but it was a bulge. He had something on and you guys to go, we'll teach you, we'll do the worst thing.
I mean, a lot of good came out of it, like my infamous Dick Kent versus Puberman shot.
Oh my God, you were doing bits then too?
Yeah, I'm always doing bits.
So I wonder if your
love
friends were like, oh man, I didn't know he was going to do characters. I just have regular dick.
That's why I won.
Bobby,
They actually sent their actual
Bobby,
dicks.
I would have gone with Cock Kent instead of Dick Kent.
Fuck.
I would just go.
Why weren't you in the friend circle then?
I would
Manny?
just leave. Yeah. Oh my God. The second, if I was in that snap, I would burn down all your homes. The second my friend group is like, let's all send our penises to this guy, that sounds like hazing. Like when one guy's like, yeah, it'd be funny if we take like a lacrosse stick and put it in his butt, right? Like, no, what is wrong with you, bro? But you all got like, yeah, let's all do it. Let's teach him a lesson. But maybe that girl liked the bulge pic. Maybe she felt pretty.
She did not.
Well, was it a good bulge?
No.
How did you rate it? You
Yeah,
were gonna rate it,
what was your
Bobby.
rating of it?
He's tall, and perspective-wise, it wasn't good. If that makes sense.
But it's a bulge. It's not
there's a
hanging
lot
from
of-
the body.
There's a lot of thigh to dick ratio. A lot more
Was it-
thigh.
Was it boxer brief? Was it boxers, tidy whites? What were we bulging?
It was.
If he had a bulge in boxers, that's
Just gonna say. Then you can't judge that motherfucker.
It was like
He's
gym
wearing
shorts.
just gray sweatpants. Like, fuck that, yeah.
It was gym shorts that he like pulled tight, if that makes sense.
Oh, then you could put anything in there. He could throw a sock in that bitch.
He should have.
But he didn't.
So he was just being silly. Yeah, it's wrong. I'm not saying you shouldn't send anybody a picture of your penis, or if they don't want it. But it's also weird to go, "Hey, would you like a picture of my penis?" And then she's like, "Okay," and then you said that's also weird too, because they're gonna say yes.
Okay.
They feel weird.
Is it okay if it's like a silly thing, like, oh, hey,
No.
this guy sent a picture to this girl. Let's all send pictures of our dicks.
None of that was okay.
Oh, look, it's little Bruce Peener, but if you make him angry, he turns into the Incredible Cock.
Fuck you.
I didn't like that one.
I actually liked it so much I got mad at it. But I think this would be the new way. If you're thinking about, you know how they say, like, you know, take a breath first. If you get upset in life, you're in an argument, take a breath. Think about it. Is someone really yelling at you or mad? Or are they just mad at their own things in life?
Yeah,
don't just fight back with people. Take a second or two to think about things. If you want to send a dick pic to someone, instead of just on impulse sending it right away, take a Polaroid of your dick and send it in the mail. That way you have time to really think about while it gets there of how stupid it was. And if they have it, yes, they're upset, but they only have that one proof, and they can't just share it on fucking social media to 8 billion people. Because if they take a picture of a Polaroid of a dick, no one's going to believe you sent them a Polaroid of your dick. You know what I mean? Because that's a crazy thing to do. So if you're going to do it, send it to one person, but do it in a Polaroid shot, put it in the mail, pay for the stamps. Don't ask them to. And then send it that way. And in that way, if you get worried, you could run to the post office and pull it back if you change your mind.
I like it.
I'm helping people.
And while you're
I'll do
sending
you
stuff,
one better, Pat. I'll do you one better. How about get a painting done of your penis? Not just any painting. One of those like a character artist. What are
Caricature?
they make your heads
Yeah,
bigger?
you know,
Yeah,
so that
caricature.
the mushroom head is bigger and it's holding the balloon.
Hell yeah, dude.
It says, wish you were here.
yeah. It's riding a roller coaster or something. That'd be sick, dude.
Hey, you know what? During the winter, those characters or guys aren't working at the amusement park. They probably would work for cheap. You could just get them to come to your house and draw your cock.
I kind of want that now.
if only, like, Manny, you had worked somewhere where you could have come into contact with a bunch of them.
I know.
Listen, we're not sharing that. He's trying to impress. But
that's very impressive, Pat. I'm a two-time award-winning juggler.
You said it twice.
World renowned.
I love that.
We're both award winners. It's cool.
By the way, Manny, you just Booker T'd that. two time,
baby. Come on.
Okay. So, we're going to end quickly. I'm caught on this because I don't know this world. Bobby and Manny, how many times? No, it's just you two for this question. She's going to help me with this process of the answer. You guys have sent your dicks out. You've made that clear. And I'm not trying to judge. I'm just an idiot, whatever. I don't do what the other people do. I'm not saying I'm better or whatever like that. But you sent your dick to women, Bobby to a bunch of friends. But
no, just
also,
one friend. A bunch of friends were sending it to one.
They all got it. No, that was like a small village. Anyway, so okay, you've sent it to women. Some, I'm gonna just assume it was all okay because you knew them and it was in a moment where like it was okay. Maybe sexy pics were back and forth. I'm gonna assume it wasn't just here's my dick. By the way, my name's Manny. Like I'm hoping that's not what happened. But no, I'm just saying in the scenario I'm painting, you know who they are. What has been the result of sent dick pic that made you want to do it again? I don't know what the payoff is.
Well, I never want to do it, but like sometimes, like, you know, if you're talking to somebody and they send you sexy pics and they want some back in return.
Oh, I just write thank you.
Yeah, but see,
right. Thanks.
Yeah, but
that was swell.
You see, that's why, Pat. You can't do that. You gotta, you know what I mean?
It's never hurt me. I like
it's
if you want
to take. It's give and take.
Send a picture back. I'm like, come on over. Why are we sending pics?
What if you can? What if you
find a fucking way? See, that's love. You all ain't been in love. You travel.
What if you're on the road, Pat? I mean, you even said it. What if you're on the road and, like, you know, you're talking to your significant other? She sends you some sexy pics. Then you talk
to each other like people. You learn how to use the English language. No, and you build it up so when you get back, it's hot.
With it. Be like, no, check out this cock, lady.
Check out this cock, lady is not sexy. That is the most unsexy phrase I've ever heard. No,
you never said that to a woman?
Not knowing her name is not sexy. Excuse me, ma'am.
You're taking, okay? I'm sending it over.
I like the idea of like the imagination, the thinking of it, the craving it, the wanting it, then getting there and doing it. If I got pictures all the time, then when I get there, I'm kind of like, I've been there, done that.
Listen, Pat, sometimes somebody completely ices you out and won't give you any contact at all. But when you send a Snapchat that says Sonny Boner misses his Benatar, you know, they're
Nice.
like, why the fuck are you contacting me? Leave me alone. But they responded, you know.
No, that's not okay.
Pat, how about this? How about you're talking to this girl and you really like her. She sent you a bunch of nudes or whatever, and she asked for you for some back. What do you just are like, oh, come over?
To be honest, and this, once again, I'm a weirdo, I guess. When somebody who wants to send me nudes, it kind of turns me off.
Really?
It's just not who I am. I like conversation. I like talking to people, getting to know them and shit like that. I like being with them. But like, weirdly enough, when I do shows, after shows, I've been sent pictures that are way too aggressive, and it's kind of scared me. Like, I saw a girl's kidney one time, but it was too much. It was like everything was too up. There was a coal miner inside. It was too much. Like, so I don't want to see all that shit. So I appreciate a girl sending me something like in lingerie or something cute or something. I don't know. It's just kind of, I'm not mad at it, but any girl that's done that, there's never been a relationship out of it.
Listen, Pat.
What do you think, Miss Mystique?
Well, let me ask Pat one more thing. You've never done like a podcast with a 2022 award-winning AVN adult star who then you want to have some contact with, but you don't know how to, so you pay the.
If you two harass her, I will find you and kill you both.
And you send her LaMelo balls just to, so she remembers you and smiles.
She don't care about your penis. She talks to people all the time. She'd be happy to not see a penis because no one likes to bring their work with their pleasure. She's trying to hang out. She has a personality, and she's a goddamn person.
There's definitely two different type of guys here. There's one who's very like kind of value, morals, old school. Like, I want to take you out. I want to see you in person. Then there's the other guy who's like,
cool.
Let me see what you're working with before I even take you out. Because
I'm both. I'm both of those guys.
You can't be both. You can't buy the car and test the car. You know what I mean? Like, listen, it's not gonna ever be bad. If you meet someone, you get to know each other, and then you start hooking up. The excitement. I like the excitement. When that left. When I was a kid, before all the porn in the world, when you were like a teenager and you for the first time you got to hook up with somebody, that chills, that feeling is a good thing. I still like that. It just seems like it's gone because everyone is sending everybody their body parts.
Yeah, except Manny gets that feeling every time he logs on and sees Miss Mystique. He gets that same level of excitement.
Oh, and don't get me wrong. I like porn. I like that because I don't know those people, and that's like fantasy type things, whatever. But I'm also not the kind of person that watches porn and thinks I don't pretend I'm the guy in it. I know some people that get that weird. Like
we know. You pretend you're the girl.
I pretend I pretend I am the woman every time. I'm just going, and I'm just like, listen, I've got food in the oven. I'm making Nyquil chicken. You got to hurry up and come. Like, that's what I tell myself. I tie everything together. No, but I don't do that. I just watch it because it's arousing. It's whatever. But also, my mind is on 24/7. The only way I can fall asleep is checking off. Like, it really is. Like, it's the only way I can. It clears my mind. It's like, even when I'm with somebody, I like go into the shower or we have sex, whatever. But like, it's just who I'm not like Mr. Morals because I'm also an asshole. But like, when it comes to dating, I'm old fashioned, but also just like, very shy when it comes to that shit. So I feel like they should be too, but I wouldn't shun anybody or be mad at them if I was dating someone and I cared about them and they were that kind of person that wanted to send me nudes, I would respect it, but I'd be like, you don't have to. You know what I mean? I always feel like they have to because men want that. On
here. Pat's trying to nig Miss Mystique into sending him nudes.
What did you say?
Like,
I think I'm picking up.
Please don't send me any nudes.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
No. Pat.
I couldn't hear the phone. The thing clicked out. I was like, "You just ruined the show." What the fuck did you just say? I'm the bad guy in that sentence. How dare you?
It was not the N-word.
Never.
It was like Bobby's getting comfortable.
Miss Mystique's like, I'm on a plane right now to come I'm coming to Yonkers to kill you. No.
If you can notice, there's a lot of things I can't handle, like sexual pics. words that are close. There's a lot of things I can't handle.
Whoa.
But what I could handle was this awesome podcast. Miss Mystique, thank you so much for being on. Manny, thank you. We joked, but it's really cool that we had someone on who was a fan. A lot of people was on a podcast and be like, let's be asked. No, I want someone that's going to respect who you are, because it's awesome that you came and shared your time with us. We really do appreciate that. Miss Mystique, please tell people where they can follow you and check you out.
So you're definitely welcome to Google me. I'm Browsers Contracted, so definitely log on and subscribe to browsers.com if you want to see me get naughty. All my independent stuff is on my OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/Ebony_Mystique. Instagram is the official Ebony Mystique, and my Twitter is Ebony Mystique 1.
Manny, where can people see your OnlyFans?
I don't have my OnlyFans up yet. I'm having some problems getting it through the censors, I guess. But follow me on Instagram at emanny. The A is a 4. It's EM4NNY. Hopefully I get a new follow today.
Yes.
On Instagram.
Following soon.
Hell yeah. That's where I post like all the shows I'm doing and stuff. Podcasts that I do with former guests of the POS show, Mike O'Donnell, called
Great
A Boy in His
podcast.
Fridge.
Hilarious podcast.
Yep, go listen to that on iTunes, Spotify, wherever. It's really fun. Follow us on Instagram too. That's just at A Boy in His Fridge. And I have a wrestling podcast called it's False Count Anywhere, but our Instagram is at FCA Pod, and I think we're on Facebook too. So yeah, just go through all those places. That's where you find out what I'm doing.
Bobby.
Follow me on TikTok. Search the hashtag Nyquil Chicken. Follow me at Bobby_Tamburo. October 8th, I got a show with Gino Bisconti, Kevin Brennan, and Bob Levy's Comedy Club. Bob Levy's on the show. It'll be a fun one. KCRays.com for tickets. Check out the Davey Max Sports program. I'm with Earl in Central PA a bunch, so if you live in that area, let me know and we'll figure something out.
I'll be in Manchester, New Hampshire, October 1st. I'll be at Mohegan Sun October 5th, 16th. I got a bunch of other dates. Just follow me on social media. Please get over to our OnlyFans, which we call Patreon. Go to our POS podcast. Check out. We give you 2 episodes every week, 1 bonus, 1 there. You can interact with all of us and have fun on there. If not, if you're cheap, we understand. Just go over to the YouTube and go in there and subscribe to us there and check that out. We really appreciate both you guys being on this show. Thank you so much. It was a fun time. I hope you had fun. And Bobby,
if you can't join them, beat them, and don't be a piece of shit.